All right, so before we get into the video, I just want to make one thing clear before we even start, right? This video, I talk about alien life and if I believe there's alien life out there or not. I know it's kind of random. I don't usually do stuff like this on my channel. But I just want to say at the beginning, I'm not referring to God in this video at all. I'm not talking about whether God created the universe or not. I'm just referring to alien life. I'm not going deep into that. I mean, when it comes to God and a deity, that becomes such a deep conversation that I didn't want to go into that because the video would have been 30 minutes long. You know, I just wanted to do a video about whether I believe there's alien life on other planets or not. It has nothing to do with if I believe God created the universe or God creates life. It has nothing to do with that. All I'm talking about is alien life on other planets. So I just want to get that out of the way so you guys don't get confused thinking I don't believe in God or that that I'm totally casting the idea of God away. No, I'm just not going that deep into it philosophically. I'm just sticking to what we know and my assumptions based on what we know. So yeah, I just want to make that clear before we start the video. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed and let's get right into it. Good day. Welcome to Dylan's Daily Show. So I was going to do this video using my camera, but right as I started recording, my camera died. Now, I know that this is something that I don't usually do videos about. This has nothing to do with politics, but it's Sunday, so I don't really care. And I wanted to do a video about this because I received a DM, somebody asking me this question. I thought it was very interesting. And the question was, if I believe in aliens. If I believe in aliens. And I started contemplating that question, and it's such a complicated question. Do I believe in life on other planets? Is there life out there besides human life? And that's such a difficult question to answer because it depends on what you're asking me. You know, we view life as humans as, quote, life as we know it. You know, we know life to be a certain way because we experience life to be a certain way. The Earth is perfect for us. The Earth, the way the Earth is created, everything in the solar system is perfectly aligned to create the perfect environment for Earth to thrive and for life on Earth to thrive. We have liquid water. We're just far enough away from the sun that, we're in the Goldilocks zone is what they call it in science. And so we are in a perfect kind of pocket for life to thrive. We would be hit by a ton more asteroids if it weren't for Jupiter and its gravitational pull knocking those asteroids out of our range. So, there'll be an asteroid coming, Jupiter's gravitational pull pulls it out of the way, and it doesn't hit us. Now, actually, a lot of people don't know this, but when the solar system was created billions and billions of years ago, Venus, actually, scientists say that Venus probably contained some sort of perfect environment for life as well. It had liquid water. It was very similar to Earth. It was very Earth-like. But what happened is there were a lot of volcanic eruptions that put a bunch of CO2 in the air naturally, which caused a runaway greenhouse effect, and that's why Venus is so hot and just a horrible environment, and life can't thrive there now. But it could have when it was first created. So the question of life as we know it, I don't really think... Now, there could be. Again, I don't know. But I don't really think there's other humans running around on other planets. Right? I think that human life is perfect for Earth. I think Earth is perfect for human life. But is there life in general on other planets? That I do think there's a strong possibility of. And a lot of scientists agree with this as well. This isn't something that I've just thought of. This is something that a lot of scientists have contemplated, have done a lot of research, people much smarter than me, much more knowledgeable than I on this topic. They have come to this conclusion as well. They believe that there is life on other planets. And there's a number of reasons why. You know, when we think of it, a lot of people would say, oh, there's no life on other planets. I mean, how could another planet contain life like us? Well, let's take a look at humans, right? What are humans made of? The mass of the human body is 99% of 6 elements, right? Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus. Now, and then 0.85% is potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. But that's a small percentage. But those elements that I just listed off are created naturally in the universe. The universe creates these elements naturally. So we're created out of elements that are made naturally in the universe. And that's all life on Earth. So to say that these elements could not arrange in a different sort of way to create life on another planet is weird. I mean, I think that, There's so much life thriving on this planet. It's not like just we have humans on here, right? We don't just have human life. There's flowers, there's fish, there's bugs, there's bacteria. You know, there's just all kinds of life just on Earth. It's not just like we have one type of life and that's it. Now, there are a bunch of different conditions in which other life may thrive. So we know, again, life as we know it, we know what life needs to thrive on Earth. We know exactly what it needs to thrive on Earth. But when we look out into space, we don't know what other sort of life needs because we haven't ever experienced it, right? We've tried to listen. We're listening for radio waves. We have satellites listening for radio waves, but we're not receiving any radio waves. So that leads people to assume, oh, there's no life out there. We're not receiving any radio waves. Well, that doesn't mean anything because there may be some sort of sound wave out there that we haven't developed the ability to hear yet. So, for example, if aliens tried to communicate with the ancient Egyptians via sound or radio waves, the Egyptians would have been completely oblivious to it because they hadn't developed that ability. They didn't even know about radio waves yet. So, if aliens tried to contact us at all before we had found the radio wave, then we wouldn't have even known about it. So there's a strong possibility that they're using some other sort of more advanced sort of sound wave that we haven't developed yet that they're using to communicate that we can't detect. Just like, for example, we can only see the colors on the rainbow. We can't see X-ray, we can't see infrared. We've created devices which allow us to see that. But if we didn't have those devices and the only signs of alien life came in the form of X-ray and infrared, we'd be completely oblivious to it. So as you can see, we've developed perfectly to live on this planet, but not on other planets. And so I do think that there are instances in which other planets could contain life. So let's take rogue planets, for example. A rogue planet is essentially when a planet is cast away from the gravitational pull of its sun and sent flying into the universe. It's just kind of going along, doing its own thing. At the surface, it's frozen ice. But at the core, it's molten lava, kind of like similar to Earth. Somewhere in that medium, it's not unrealistic to assume that there is water or some sort of liquid, and there could be life swimming around in there. If you look at Saturn's moon Europa, a lot of scientists have presumed that on the moon Europa, there could be life. Now, if they were going to look within the solar system for life, that would be one of the places they want to look, is Europa. Because Europa because of the gravitational pull with Saturn, because everything going on within that is right, there could contain life there. So it's a very complicated question if I think life exists, but I do. Now, if there was a flower on another planet or some sort of, vegetation, I would consider that to be life. If there was running water and we were able to locate running water, I would consider that to be some sort of life because that is in a way, creating life. If there's running water, there's probably something benefiting from that running water. We have creatures on this planet that have survived 5 mass extinctions. They can live in extreme heat and extreme cold. They don't die. We have sent bacteria and microbes to the moon, or not to the moon, just to space, put them on the International Space Station, and they survive. So it's possible for these things to survive in a vacuum, too. I mean, life is very, very adaptable. Sorts of life are very, very adaptable. And so I do think, and if we were to find some sort of bacteria on another planet, again, if we find life, it's going to look nothing like life we see on Earth. It's not going to be anything like that. It's not going to be humans. It's probably not going to be dogs running around, shrimp, whatever. It's probably not going to look like that. It's going to be weird. The gravitational pull is going to be different, so their body is going to look different. So, for example, if humans had evolved on Mars, we would be taller on average because the gravitational pull is lighter. So we'd be taller if we're on Mars. On Earth, we're shorter because the gravitational pull is stronger. So, the different circumstances in each planet that, depending on how close it is to its star, depending on the gravitational pull of the planet, would cause life to look different. So if we were to find life, we'd probably be like, oh my God, that's weird, because it'd look weird. Probably look like a feminist, right? No, I'm just kidding. It wouldn't look like a feminist either, but it would look very, very odd to us. So any life that thrives on another planet would look very, very odd because of differences within how close it is to its star, the gravitational pull, everything that I just mentioned right there, plus the chemical makeup of that planet. That's a huge factor as well. So it's a really interesting question, and I'm adding this in now after the recording because I totally forgot to talk about this before. Why haven't we been visited by alien life? If there's alien life out there, why have they not taken the time to visit us? If they're more advanced, if they're so advanced that they have these other sorts of sound waves that they use to communicate, and they can see in all these different colors and all this, why haven't they visited Earth? Well, this is going to sound weird, but it's a possibility that we have been visited by alien life. But upon investigation, they decided that there was no sign of intelligent life on Earth, so they felt like we were a waste of their time, right? This is a strong possibility. Not a strong possibility, but it's a possibility. So if you take a globe, just like the globe you have in your teacher's classroom, and you measure how high above the Earth, high above that globe, the International Space Station is, it's 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch. We have trouble getting to Mars. We haven't even sent humans to Mars yet. The furthest we have sent humans is the moon. Okay? That's the furthest we've sent humans. And we haven't been able to recreate that recently. So the furthest we've sent humans is the moon. We haven't been able to recreate that. We can't even leave. We have one device. Voyager 1 is the first device that humans have created that has left our solar system. Voyager 1, I think in 2012, entered interstellar space. That's the first piece of technology that humans have created that has left our own solar system. It's the furthest out that it's gotten. So we have two. We have Voyager 1, Voyager 2. Voyager 2 is heading toward the center of the galaxy, while Voyager 1 is heading out into interstellar space, leaving the galaxy to investigate. And that's supposed to be around for 1 billion years. And on it, we have how to say hello in a bunch of different languages, the sound of a mother having a baby, the first words to the baby, different animal sounds. We have our cosmic address. And it's really cool, like, where we are in comparison to the pulsars around us. But it's really cool on Voyager 1. But yeah, that's the farthest we've sent it out. But there's no humans on Voyager 1. So if we were to be visited by alien life, they may say, these humans, they're stupid. We don't need to see these humans. They offer nothing to us. So who knows? But yeah, I just wanted to throw that in because I realized that that's probably going to be a question that many of you are going to ask down in the comments. But anyway, leave in the comments down below, do you think there is life on other planets? And if so, why or why not? Let me know in the comments down below because I'm interested. So this is just a video I'm throwing together. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye-bye.